Hi everyone, today we're going to study organizing data. That is, we will study frequency distribution. First, let us define some terms. The first term is ungrouped data. It means the data is raw. That is, it's not sorted into categories or groups. Second term is frequency. Frequency is the number of times a value of the data occurs. Next term is the relative frequency. It is the ratio, fraction or proportion of the number of times a value of the data occurs in the set of all outcomes to the total number of outcomes. The formula will be like this. Rf equals f over n times 100, where f is the frequency and this n is the total number of frequency. Next term is cumulative relative frequency. It is the accumulation of the previous relative frequencies. To find the cumulative relative frequencies, add all the previous relative frequencies to the relative frequency for the current row. And the last term is grouped data. In this case, the data is grouped into classes. There are steps in constructing frequency distribution. Step 1, we will make a table as shown. It means there will be 5 columns. For step 2, arrange data value in ascending order and place it in column A, that is for ungrouped data. Step 3, tally and count the data and place it in column B and C. Step 4, find the relative frequency of values in each class by the formula. Rf equals f over n times 100. Step 5, add all the previous relative frequencies to the relative frequency for the current row. Let us see example 1. 20 students were asked how many hours they worked per day. Their responses in hours are as follows. These are the data. Construct frequency distribution. First, let's have our step 1, and that is to make a table with 5 columns. In step 2, we will arrange data value in ascending order. So we have data starting from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. For step 3, we will tally each raw data in the data set and put in the corresponding data value in our tally column. So in here, it means 3 times the number 2 appears in our data set. The same is true with number 3. 5 times it appears. For number 4, 3 times, and so on and so forth. For the frequency column, we will simply count the tally. So it means to say, for number 2, 3 times it appears, so we will write here 3. So for number 3, it is 5, so we write here 5. For number 4, there are 3 tallies, so we write here 3, and so on and so forth. And then we will take the total, and this is now equal to 20. This 20 must be the same with how it is described in our problem. So it's written here 20 also. Now, for step 4, find the relative frequency of values in each class. Let's begin with our first row. Using our formula, we have this frequency 3. We will write here over 20, that is the total frequency, times 100. And the answer is 15. And this 15 we will copy in here. Using the same formula, we will fill all the blanks here, and here we go. We have now the relative frequency percentage for each rows. And the total of the relative frequency percentage must be 100. Now, for step 5, add all the previous relative frequencies to the relative frequency for the current row. Okay, let us begin with the first row. This number 15 we will copy here, and for the next value we will add this 15 with this 25. So 15 plus 25 will be 40. Then 40 plus 15 will be 55. 55 plus 30 is 85. 85 plus 10 is 95. And 95 plus 5 is 100. The last entry of the cumulative relative frequency column is 100, indicating that 100% of the data has been accumulated. So we are done with our example 1. This is now our answer. Remember, because of rounding, the relative frequency column may not always sum up to 100. And the last entry in the cumulative relative frequency column may not be 100. However, they each should be close to 100. Let us have example 2. This time for grouped data. The table represents the heights in inches of a sample of 100 males semi-professional soccer players. Find relative frequency and cumulative relative frequency for the frequency distribution. This is now the given table. Now, let us write our step 1. For our table here, we are going to write 4 columns. In our first column, the heights are there, and we can see the classes. The frequency is here on the second column, and it is already given. So we don't need the tally column now. Next, we're going to find the total of the frequency, and this is equal to 100. This is based on how it is described in the problem that there must be 100 male players. Next is the relative frequency. This time, we are going to use this formula to express and show that relative frequency can be decimals also. Let's begin with our first blank. So Rf equals the f, and that is the 5, over the n, which is 100, and the quotient is 0.05. We will copy this value in the first row. Next, we're going to fill in the full columns. Using our formula, we will have 0.03 in the second row, 0.15 on the third, 0.40 in the fourth, so on and so forth. If we get the total of this, we will get a whole number 1. Next, we will now fill in the cumulative relative frequency. For our first row, we will simply copy this 0.05. For the second row, we will add the 0.05 to the 0.03. So we have 0.08. And that pattern we will follow. 0.08 is added to 0.15, and that is 0.23. The 0.23 plus 0.40 will get 0.63. 0.63 plus 0.17, we will have this 0.80. 0.80 plus 0.12, we will get 0.92. The 0.92 plus 0.07 will have the 0.99. 0.99 plus 0.01 equals 1. So this is now the final answer. Remember, because of rounding, the relative frequency column may not always sum up to 1, and the last entry in the cumulative relative frequency column may not be 1. However, they each should be close to 1. I hope you learned something from this video. See you again next time. Hi, math enthusiasts. I would like to invite you to join us and be a member of e-DEOlogy community. If you become a member, you will help e-DEOlogy YouTube channel to make more math videos and to ease logistics expenses. As a member, here are your perks. All members will receive this beautiful and customized e-DEOlogy Fun Badge. There are 3 levels of membership. The first level is Bronze. Bronze members enjoy 100% of videos, plus Bronze Certified Member Badge that look exactly like this. The second level is Silver. Silver members enjoy 100% of videos, plus you will receive the Silver Certified Member Badge, and it is here. As a Silver member, you are considered to be a sponsor of 3 members-only videos. Plus, you are a sponsor of 1 public video. This public video means these are merged videos of 3 to 7 math topics. As a sponsor, acknowledgement is given on the latter part of the video, that is, your name or your channel is shown as one of the sponsors. The third level and the highest is Gold. Gold members enjoy 100% of videos. Plus, you will receive this Gold Certified Member badge, and it is here. As a Gold member, you are considered to be a major sponsor of 30 members-only videos, plus major sponsor of 10 public videos. As a major sponsor, acknowledgement is given on the early part of the video, that is, your name or your channel is shown as one of major sponsors. See you all in e-DEOlogy community and get this beautiful e-DEOlogy fun badge and be a member according to your interest as a bronze member, a silver member, or a gold member. We love to see you in e-DEOlogy community.